Good afternoon. Welcome to the Canadian National Ringette League games in Burlington, Ontario. These games are filmed live as the action happens. Today's games are labeled as an Eastern hub of most of the teams in Eastern Canada for 2 days, January 10 and January 11, 2026. 5 teams are competing over the next 2 days in Burlington. Waterloo Wildfire, Atlantic Attack, Eastern Ontario Capitals, Cambridge Turbos, and Gatineau Fusion. At the same time, Burlington is hosting a Ringette tournament with teams from all levels of play in 6 local arenas. My partner in the commentary booth is Emily Renenberg, and my name is Gerald Lamoureux.
Hey, Gerald. Happy to call this last game of the Cambridge Turbos hub here in wonderful, beautiful Burlington, Ontario.
Yeah, we've been a great partnership over the 2 days, Emily, so it's been fantastic.
Well, you've done every single game, so shout out to Gerald, everybody. He has been here in the chilly rink, just giving it his all for all the games.
Yeah.
So good work, Gerald.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose my voice, though. I've noticed that. At lunchtime, they were telling me, Gerald, you're losing your voice.
Happens to the best of us.
I know. I got cough drops and I got water.
That's the key.
You know, yeah, need more tea, I guess. No question.
We have an exciting matchup for us here. Atlantic Attack versus Cambridge Turbos. First time these two teams have met each other. We're likely going to see Sophie Daigle in net for the Cambridge Turbos. She is fresh off a junior national team performance against Finland in Finland end of last year at Worlds. Doing well for this team. Turbos have struggled a little bit this year, coming up with only 1 win on the season so far. Hopefully turning this around as we obviously are in now the 2026 portion of the 2025-2026 season. They've played 2 games so far in this hub. First one against the Capitals, lost 5-3, and the second one also against the Capitals, lost 4-2 this morning. And looking for that, again, that first win of this year, second win on the season. Attack had some mixed results here in the hub as well. 2 wins, 1 loss. And there we'll see Claire Lodge, another one of those junior national team members from the Turbos. On the Attack side, they have faced Waterloo 7-4 loss, their first game here, but coming off of 2 wins, a very tight game, which we enjoyed, Gerald, the 9-4 win against Fusion. That went to a shootout. Yeah. Close call on that one, but beating the Capitals this morning 11-5 was, again, that Attack win. So mixed results in the hub, mixed results in the season, but hopefully starting to get into their stride as we start looking at Nationals coming up in Ottawa, March 29th to April 4th. So a couple other hubs after this one, but last game of, again, Cambridge Turbos home team host.
Yep.
In this hub to start us off in our January.
Yeah, Cambridge wanted to host it for their own tournament, the first weekend of January, but the timing didn't work for the other teams, so they asked Burlington if they could host it at this tournament, and Burlington graciously offered a pad of ice, and so we're rocking along now. We have a great tournament happening, and this game, last game of the series.
And as the players cheer and set out to start the game here, I think we'll get straight to the action. Not sure if there's not going to be a national anthem.
Yeah, I think it was just yesterday for all the first games, I think, for the teams that did national anthem. Referees for today are Chris and Jocelyn, and Chris and Jocelyn have both been to the Nationals, so we have some top-level refs for this Premier League for National Ringette League.
In net for the Attack is number 31, Naomi Morin. And in net for the Turbos is number 1, Sophie Daigle. Again, just fresh off that junior national team appearance. We'll watch what happens here. This Turbo's been struggling a little bit for offense. And initially, Brittany Snowden already in quickly, passing it off to Godette. Snowden passing it up front here. Backdrop from LeBlanc, keeping the ring moving. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Snowden crashes through, still maintains the ring, passes it back to LeBlanc. It's in! Shoots and scores. They love the early goal. We have seen this time and time again.
Yeah, not just under 30 seconds.
This line, it is their calling card. Walk out on the ice, do the set play. Usually involves Brittany Snowden.
Yeah, they didn't do it this morning, but right now they did do it again today. So
LeBlanc, no mistake there. First goal of the game. Attack up quickly. 1-0 already.
think she went over the half, or the clock didn't start. That's what happened.
We'll just get that reset here with the clock and start over from center. Cycle starts. Bit of pressure there up front now. Turbo shoot, score, and a response early here on the post.
Jeez,
firing it past Morin. On that first look, already tied up here. 1-1. Turbo's looking strong with McGillen. She's had a great hub so far.
Oh yeah, no question. She got 2 goals in 1 game, and now she's getting ready to fly again. So, captain of the team.
That'll be her 3rd in this weekend.
I got to do an interview with her yesterday, so I was thrilled to talk to her. I actually know her personally too, and she also is a coach for a 14AA team in Oshawa, so it's great that she gives back. So
tying things up is McGillen now as attack back in the zone. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Starting the cycle is Pro. Coming up top. Looking to break the triangle, shoots, goes wide. That was some strength on that one. 5 seconds as the whistle gets blown. Tied up in the boards, and possession will stay with the attack. Again, 1-1 early in this one. Again, Turbos have struggled a little bit in this hub with some goal scoring. All of their goals coming from 3 players. McGillen, who just got that first look. Kate Babineau and Jenna Martin. Attack looking for an option here. With LeBlanc stepping in, getting completely taken out by that defense. Clean check. As the ring moves up with Babineau. Babineau spinning, still has it. Over to Cormier, back to Babineau. Up front, trying to crash the center, and the D does.
Good shot. Good toe save.
On the ice. That's Morin's second look of the game. 2 lines called off, so Richard speeds in, picks it up, but not enough space to get the opportunity here. She'll pass it to Beal. Beal back over to Richard, fires it wide. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Reset from the sharp angle. Attack maintaining that possession. A great reset there. Richard back to Beal. Beal decides to shoot from the angle. Save there from Daigle. Pushes it out back to attack. Over to Beal. Beal didn't quite get the clean stab, but still gets the ring. And a change here. As that ring's picked off by Martin. Martin finding the outlet with Lawrence. Down into open ice with Martin. Martin moves it forward. Back over to Martin. Martin shoots. Big sliding save there from Morin. Another test. I believe that's Joris Chu on the roster. I think it's her 2nd game this season, number 8. And now Richard on the attack, moves it over to Snowden. Snowden to Gaudette. Gaudette turns all the way back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc shoots. On the rebound, gets on net. Looks like Daigle got a piece of it. Pushes that ring out into the side of the boards. Attack will start settling it here. Lots of time left on the shot clock. Back pass over to LeBlanc. Chloe LeBlanc, one of the many on the team. Dropping it back to Pro. Pro waiting as that change continues. LeBlanc, Dominic LeBlanc hanging out back at the top. Picks it up on the drop pass. Shoots. Daigle had no problems with that one. Right into her pads. Quick toss gets it to McGillen. McGillen, long stretch pass to the high forward, over, back to Lodge. Lodge with speed, cuts across, loses it. Now with some moves out front. And the cycle continues now for the Turbos in black. That'll draw a penalty up there for the center pro. Sunset skates around, waits for backup as Daigle goes to the bench. We've got 4 in the zone now. Turbos looking to convert this. Up front, Sunset spins, gets the shot. There's enough of a rebound. She'll pick it back up. Maintains the possession, still the delayed call, 4 in the zone. A winding shot there from the Turbos.
Hooking, they're called hooking.
2 minutes for hooking. So first power play of this game. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in this early first quarter. They'll go against number 99, Miguel Pro.
Oh, yeah. At the line, she took her down.
Just a bit too much aggression on that center point play.
Turn the music off.
Babineau up top, cycling. Looking to draw the center away, fakes it, passes it off. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Goes with it, try to pass it through the lane. Still maintaining that possession. Cormier was trying to hide in the triangle.
Liberté penalty to number 99, Miguel Pro.
Liberté now. Cycles, fakes, back pass. And a shot there from Cormier, gets the rebound, fighting for it in front of the net. Quick pass to Morin. She'll use the paddle to get that out to her teammates. Shaughnessy moves it up into center ice. Down for Cormier now. Cormier waiting for backup, drops it. Martin makes the shoulder move, continues the cycle. 50 seconds remaining in the penalty. Still on the power play here, Turbos. A shot there from a sharp angle. Anderson gets her own rebound. That'll get a fresh 30 and into the center of the triangle.
Just
Martin
tipped by the
squeaks through. Got the shot. That's a sneaky play. She'll try to cut through the center. Another blocker save from Morin. Being tested early here. And a few opportunities on the power play. 25 seconds remain. Attack using the support behind the net. Facing some pressure from the Turbos. Snowden. To LeBlanc. Audrey LeBlanc behind the net. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Makes the fake, does the drop to Snowden. Snowden across the top, spinning, shoots. Was trying to create a bit of a confusion with the center there. But Martin stood her ground. Knows Snowden well enough to maintain that body position and not let her squeak past. It's the spin off the center and cut through the D. And Pro's now out of the box, taking the ring at the free pass here. Shooting it. Not fully successful, but the Turbos touch the ring in the crease, so it'll go back.
Yeah. That's supposed to be music.
Dominic LeBlanc with it, drops it back to Pro. Pro crashes through, rings loose, gets to the side, no goal. Dobbin on that post, in the crease. Coverage here, making it challenging to move out. Now Lorenz has it. Lorenz putting it into traffic. Yeah, Turbos coming out on top, fighting for it. Some open players around that triangle area, but fighting for it is Snowden. Snowden passing it up. Now it's over to Melanson. She tries to make the pass over, but a great stick from Shaughnessy keeps that lane
okay.
shut
This angle
down.
again, it looked like it was recreasing. Wow, they're fighting hard for that ring. No question. They're not giving an inch.
battling in the neutral zone.
Someone went flying. The arm's up in the air when that person went flying, so we felt that too.
So Turbos will go to the box for tripping on that one. I'll give it the power play. So 2 minutes for tripping for Shaughnessy. Turbos making a bit of a line change here. Godette with the ring, decides to go far with Snowden. Snowden crashing through, facing some heat, spins off of it. No one was there for the pass. Godette had moved away from that post, but now she'll pick things up. 17 seconds on the shot clock, going around. She's got both on the same side. Snowden, a rare miss pass for her. Time winds down, spinning across that center, getting it low. Reset rebounds out, but then it's tapped back in, so Daigle grabs hold. And good coverage there from the attack to make that an impossible kill for Daigle.
They forced the goalie to hold on to it, so with the 5-second violation.
And there are a couple ways that you can run a coverage on a goalie breakout as the offensive side. Do you want to explain a little bit of that?
Well, the goalie broke, so the goalie, the safe spots is right behind the net for the breakout or all in the corners. Those are the safest spots. And that's what you want those so that everybody gets to be able to pass the ring up and down the ice.
Isolation. Moves it down to Cormier. Cormier. Going for the long skate. They're still short-handed for another minute. Lawrence now with 10 seconds on the shot clock, staying out wide, drops it back. Cormier fakes it, cuts through center, and the D had a good look just wide of the net. Made some space for herself there. Was looking for the on-ice powerful shot. Just a little bit too wide. Now Beal at center makes the easy drop. Back to Beal. Beal shoots. Right at Daigle's chest there. Turbos will get checked off of that, and they were changing.
Oh, they almost stole it. Oh, they're still trying hard to steal that ring.
Bit of a panic there as they were trying to change and thought that the ring was going to be easily moved out of the zone. 3 attack players still there.
Yeah.
Got away with it here now as Martin takes it into the zone. 8 seconds on the power play for attack as Fusion seems to have cleared that. And a shot from Lodge makes its way to Morin. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. Turbos maintaining this possession here in the offensive zone. McGillen steps in. Back up front, passes it off.
Deadly position to be in.
Ransom sitting on top of the crease. Attack facing some pressure in their own zone. Firing it into open ice for LeBlanc. LeBlanc, here's the call.
Who's in the crease?
Jasmine Gallant had a really good voice there, asking to be past the ring and coming in with some speed, just too tight to the crease by the time she wanted to shoot. Bit of a scramble here. Turbos grabbing it. Back to McGillen. McGillen by herself shoots high. 3 on her.
Yeah.
Not much choice there.
Yeah, she had to release the ring.
La Liberté. On the outside. Makes the fake back to Cormier. Cormier with speed. Cuts low across the crease. Shoots. Morin's there, but the net's off. So that'll blow the play down and send things back to the Turbos. 1:17 remaining in this first quarter. Still 1-1. First goal coming from attack. Second coming from the Turbos. Again, first meeting of these two teams in this season. Turbos looking for their second win of the season. Attack looking to gain some more momentum before Nationals. Snowden coming in up top on that check. She'll get taken down there for a body contact.
Yep.
Got a couple penalties so far. Not a lot of 5-on-5 action in this first quarter, just because of those. Looks like Babineau will go to the box for that one.
Oh.
Gaudette shoots, picked up in the air. She shot that over to Snowden. Snowden stabbed that. It's incredible. Okay. LeBlanc tries to get it back to Snowden on the post. Great defensive effort there. I'm still in shock about that mid-air stab. Maybe we can get a replay on that one at some point. Snowden's never ceased to amaze. Turbo's at center. We've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Still haven't broken into the zone. Finding themselves overwhelmed by the attack players. Now Snowden, basically on her own, streaks in, fakes, goes up high, and that's in. No problem for Brittany Snowden.
Easy peasy for her.
You do not want to let her get that 1-on-0 opportunity. Just flipped on that one. Great shot from Snowden, too. She makes it look easy.
She does, you know.
And Daigle is a
she
junior
practices
national
that shot a
team.
lot, but she makes it look easy. Took the pull of the goalie over just a bit, and then fires in the corner.
Sunset tried to catch her, but not quite now. Snowden's also had a very excellent hub weekend. She's now scored 9 goals, has 4 assists. Top of the league now in points.
Really, eh? She jumped up to the hop.
Yep, she jumped up from second
Good for her.
into first, beating out Laurence Laroque of Rivsud Revolution. They played a number of games. Rivsud has played more games than coming into this weekend than the rest of the teams. That's part of why they're not here. So Snowden now top of the league when it comes to points.
Wow. I coached Laurence Laroque and we had her on the Team France in 2012 when we did all those world teams for the U19 division. So she was a very good player back then.
Now, if you've been enjoying the action with us today, which we hope you have, we think the Ringette's been good, so we hope you've been enjoying. We have another hub coming up in the next couple weeks for you in Manitoba, hosted by Manitoba Herd in Winnipeg, 17th to the 18th of January. That's our next featured hub, so we'll have good coverage of that. You won't hear from myself or Gerald, but that's okay. We'll send it over to the west for the fine folks over there, but lots of opportunity to enjoy more live Ringette action this beautiful month of January. We'll get you through the month of January. We'll get you your Ringette.
Super.
No problem.
We have the highlights coming in here. There's goal number 1 for Atlantic. That was in 13 seconds in. And then we have goal number 1 for Cambridge. Just a few seconds later, we got it right back within 20 seconds. And that was a goalie save. Another good goalie save on top of things. And here's the breakaway for Snowden, and she couldn't miss that one. Look at that. I mean, she practices this shot, you know, but makes it look easy. But trust me, there's a lot of practice to it.
Well, and to put you into the mind of the forward on that instance, what you're thinking about is, well, what am I going to do here? And what you're thinking about is, what works on this goalie? So there's a lot of thoughts going through your mind as you're skating your butt off to try and make sure that this still remains a 1-0.
Yeah, that's correct.
And a lot of that instinct does kick in. We saw that with Brittany Snowden. Again, top of the league now with points. 9 goals this hub, 4 assists. It's been a big point-getting last few games for Brittany Snowden. As the Atlantic attack maintain their 1-goal lead here, Turbo's trying to make an answer for it. Ransom now cutting across the top, gets picked off by Snowden. Snowden over to Beal. At center, Beal. With it. Fakes the pass. finds the outlet instead with Pro. Pro skating inside. Getting some backup from the change. Fires it across the top.
Yeah, right down the 5-hole, but she saved it.
Daigle closing that window quickly. But not an easy one when you're sliding, as the goaltender, you're sliding across the net to keep those pads together as you're trying to do so. You're trying to get across the net, but also not open up any new opportunities for.
And hopefully put your stick on the ice at the same time. There's a lot of combination things that have to be done at once.
Attack now. Drops it back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc fakes, decides to stay out. Passes it low to Pro. Pro cycles back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc down low, shoots. No contact with the goalie, so 5 seconds on the shot clock as Dobbin tries to get a reset. Bounces off at defense. Turbos will pick it back up. Now at center. Babineau. Being chased by Gallant. Finds the opening with Cormier. Cormier over to the post. Not quite there. Time's winding down on the shot clock, coming across the top. Babineau cuts through, gets in tight, but it'll touch the crease, so Ring will go back to the attack. LeBlanc tried to move it to Snowden. And that'll be touched on both sides, and they'll blow that one down. Snowden thought she had a bit of an opening there.
Yeah.
But I think it must have just hit her on one side of the blue line as she was battling, basically on top of the blue line, which happens. I mean, sometimes the ring bounces, and that's nothing to do with your fault, but it does mean it goes back to the Turbos in this instance. At center. Martin. Looking, passing. And it gets picked up by attack. Snowden with that active stick, pushing it up over the line. Melanson over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc up top, has an opening, shoots, goes high. Snowden battling in the corner to regain possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Back pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc decides to go low with it. Gaudette a little bit out of position. Bouncing Ring doesn't make it through to Snowden, and the battle results in possession for the Turbos. Shaughnessy. That's picked up by the attack. They've been strong in that neutral zone area as well, not making life easy for the Turbos.
No, it's been good action at both ends, and the battle's been in the middle, no question.
Anderson maintaining that with the spin, picks it back
up.
Good. Goes low, and now the net's off, but that'll be a delay of game call. I don't know if I didn't see it, but to get that delay of game call with the net off, is that not?
No, it wasn't the net. It was somebody came in to check.
Ah, there you go.
The fourth person came in and checked. So they're putting Brittany Snowden in that increase. Sorry, the penalty box for coming in the fourth person checker.
There you go. But if the net gets intentionally pushed off, that is a delay of game call, right?
No, that's not a delay. Well, intentionally.
Intentionally, exactly.
But there wasn't a shot on net that would cause it. So.
Exactly, it's intentional pushing of the net. Turbos on the power play. Starting with Lodge. Backward skating to find an opening in a pass. Continues the cycle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Still out wide. Triangle doing a good job pushing now inside. There's a good shot opportunity there. Tucked into the triangle. Attack now back with it. 1 minute and 25 remaining in the delay of game call. Snowden is sitting for. Another big thank you to the Cambridge Turbos for hosting this hub, as this is the last game of the hub.
Yeah. So So they brought in their volunteers to man the timekeeping and scorekeeping. So that was the nice part of them. Saved Burlington to look after it.
Cormier. Hunting for an option. Finds one with Babineau. Babineau cycles back behind the net. 10 seconds on the shot clock as it's dropped to La Liberté. She tries to fake it, but gets taken down by Pro. Pro read that like a pro.
Yeah.
Now LeBlanc. Here's the call of Gallant. She's got that voice. Decides to skate in for it. She's a D, but that doesn't mean she can't go in the zone to help out the team. Now she switches out with LeBlanc. 10 seconds on the shot clock for attack. LeBlanc drops it back. Pro decides to go for the shot. Daigle keeps it with her. "16 seconds on the power play for the Turbos. Haven't had a lot of chances here, as they're picked off in the neutral zone yet again. Sending 2-on-1.
Checking going on. Lots of good, solid checking in that neutral zone.
LeBlanc up front. It's a good stick from McGoldrick on the defensive side. Turbo's just a little bit out of position as LeBlanc came streaking in, but the defense know where to put their sticks to take down some of those high percentage lanes, even if their body's not quite there, and that's what happened with McGoldrick.
Yep, that's correct.
Pushing that ring out. Good play there. LeBlanc. Staying out wide. Passing it low. Back over up top. And the fake. Not quite committing there. Dobbin not seeing what she wanted to see.
Oh, good defensive work.
And there's that active stick. Shaughnessy knew that
good
ring was coming.
Pass. Look at that. Moving up the ice nicely.
Lodge.
Look at this.
With strength over to Anderson. Anderson immediately caught up by 3 attack players. But that'll get blown down for 4 in the zone. But that one's not a delay of game because that was probably just someone quickly was in the zone, got out.
Yeah.
No active play.
It's either oops or not oops. That's how we explain it in the referees.
Exactly.
So oops is an overskate and comes back in. Not oops as they go in and stay.
So that one was just an oops. So now we're back at 7.
Yeah, that's why they just, that was a violation.
Gallant moves it into the zone with LeBlanc. LeBlanc has also had a really good hub weekend as well. Plus 4 assists so far. Passing it to Beal. So 2 goals, 2 assists. An extra 4 points. Beal now. Fakes it, goes back. Another shot from LeBlanc. It's in. Speaking of doing well in the hub, there's LeBlanc with her 3rd goal of this hub. Taking her team up to attack 3-1. We'll get a look at that there. That was a backhand pass from Beal. Just knowing where her teammates were in space. But look how strong that shot was. The ring got stuck in the back post.
It got stuck in the netting.
These are professional athletes, folks. I wouldn't want to be messing with them. Attack again. Up 3-1 in this second quarter. Courtesy of an early goal from Chloe LeBlanc. And a second one from Snowden, and now sharing the wealth with Audrey LeBlanc. La Liberté moves it to Cormier. Cormier moves that over across the top to Babineau. Babineau shoots, scores, responds.
Look at that.
Babineau fires it home. That was another strong one. You felt that.
Oh, yeah.
She knew exactly where she wanted to place that. That was a good sequence.
Keeping the game tight. Look at that. Here it comes and turn the twist and then fire one. That twist, seen a lot twisted a lot of times this weekend.
She flipped She flipped the defender on that one. And by flipping, we mean getting on the goal side of the defender. So as a defense, you want to do your darndest to make sure you're staying on the goal side. But a really great effort there from Babineau to take her team back within one. Attack now. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Chloe LeBlanc tries the sharp angle, gets it. Oh, it's 2-on-1 with an aggressive triangle on those boards.
Really good
Struggling
solid
still.
contact. She just knocked her flat. That's body contact should be the signal. Can't see where the referee is.
Daigle trying to get to the bench, but that one gets blown down pretty quick. That'll be another penalty for Snowden.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, that's good news for the Turbos in the sense that they're getting the power play, but also that means that the top points getter and one of the top goal scorers is safely tucked away in the penalty box.
Yeah, for 2
as
minutes.
They try to claw their way back.
Aim for 2 minutes anyways.
Turbos wanting to convert something on this power play with Anderson with speed up top. Strong channel there from Pro at center. Drop back to Martin. Martin fakes, cuts between the center, and he shoots. And Morin gets his end of her stick on that to keep it out of the net, but Turbos maintain that possession. 1:30 left in the power play. Shoots far out. Anderson had a look at those just above the pads along the post. Morin got a piece of it. Just a little bit too much heat on that pass. It's scooped up by Dingwell. Dingwell tried to have
a steal. Let's see if they're going to capitalize on it.
Dingwell had passed that off to Cormier, and Cormier looked for the support.
Oh, they got a slashing. Somebody's got a slashing penalty. Oh, 3-on-2 for the Turbos.
Exciting news for everybody except the attack defense.
That's the other top goal scorer
There
on
you
that
go.
team is 99.
Miguel Pro.
Because this morning, Snowden got 4 and 99 got 4 goals this morning.
So we'll just see the replay there. Just getting her stick a little bit up too high into the hands.
Yeah. So the two top scorers on this team.
And that hits the
off
post,
the
Martin.
bench. Or in the penalty box.
Setting up that triangle, shoots. Save by Morin. She slid right into that.
You got to dump
That
it
might
down
be
the ice.
key.
That kills some time. Get the clock running. It's called keep the clock running when you have penalties like that.
40 seconds on the 3-on-2. Martin again up top, shoots. Goes wide, had some space there. Wanted to go low. McGillen firing high. 15 seconds on the shot clock here with Martin. Martin down low to McGillen, back to Martin. Shoots low, bouncing rebound, almost a problem for Morin.
Oh.
Tried the sneaky back pass, didn't have enough power to it. Turbos will have walked into the crease there. And a lucky break for attack as they still try to kill this one off. 14 seconds remain in this 3-on-2. Now they're just trying to waste time so they don't have to deal with this anymore. Richard throwing on the brakes a couple times to get rid of her man.
Should have fired it down the ice just to keep the clock ticking.
Well, there's two philosophies on that, right?
Well,
I was
work
always
it down
told
the ice or pass it down. Or fire it down the ice.
Yeah, the philosophy I was always told and we used back home in Alberta was to maintain possession regardless of the 3-on-2.
Oh, well, I like keeping the clock ticking.
Yeah.
That way kills the penalties.
Different philosophies, right?
Yep.
Still the power play here as the attack on the kill come into the offensive zone. 24 seconds remain on that slashing called to Pro. 12 seconds on the shot clock here as Snowden uses the available ice, spins across the top, cuts through. Gets a close look at the post, but Daigle tracked that all the way. Now Snowden again, passing through traffic, down low to Snowden. She's picking up that ring.
This time, was the net knocked off this time?
Yeah, Daigle pushed off the post.
Yeah.
Pushed the net. Snowden playing a quick game there. She was on Daigle's stick side went behind the net to pick up that pass that she had just transferred over.
Well, 2 seconds left in the penalty, so they've killed off 2 penalties.
Turbo's still looking for the equalizer. Beal to LeBlanc. Back to even strength now. LeBlanc. To Richard. Richard. That'll be 4 in.
Yeah, they said that was called an oops.
Sometimes it's hard to count to 3, you know?
Sometimes it's
Sometimes
hard.
it's
yes.
hard.
Everybody's moving at good speeds, you know, so. Or they forget to come out when they're supposed to come out.
And that got blown down immediately because they had
go
Ringette
down.
possession. Turbo's in the neutral zone, trying to get a lane. Find one deep with Cormier. Cormier searching, cycling, moves it up top. Back to Cormier. Cormier in tight. Gets the shot on Morin, but no rebound for her to pick up on that. Back pass support. Another back drop support here for Richard. Richard shoveling it over to Beal. Still not able to get it over the blue line. Turbos, despite it being 5-on-5, really putting some aggressive checks on here. That opened Beal up, but the ice is a bit slow. Beal tries to get it out front for LeBlanc, who's basically in the crease. Good play from Daigle to bat that ring away. La Liberté sees a safer pass along the boards. Cormier had picked that up, given it to Sunset, but couldn't quite nail the stab. Just under 40 seconds now. Turbos looking to tie things up before the half. Here they come. Martin with speed. Finds the long pass. It's a great shot. The ring bobbled through the crease. Picked up by Morin. There's the check on the boards. 2-on-1. Turbo still trying to fight for some possession here. Attack trying to keep them out. Chloe LeBlanc still maintains it back to Godette. Snowden now out front with one other. In the dying seconds of this second quarter, Brittany Snowden decides to be a threat as always in front of the crease, but Daigle had seen that, no problem. An exciting first half of this one. Again, Cambridge Chartreuse Atlantic attack up by 1. 2 goals in the first period, 3 in the second period. Attack was up by 1, then was up by 2, and now the Turbos are back within 1. 3-2 is our score. As we head again into the half, we'll have 2 more periods left for you, 13 minutes each. A lot of Ringette left. Some exciting names to see what they can do. Again, Brittany Snowden putting herself solidly into the points lead in the league just before walking into this one and getting herself another goal in the second. Good to see some of the action replayed here. That early first goal, just a few seconds into that first period. Turbos respond not long after. Keep this one tied throughout the first. A lot of that was helped by some stellar goalie performances on both sides. As Morin makes that big shot save there. And here's the breakaway for Brittany Snowden, starting things off in the second period, gaining the lead for the attack here. Bit of a scramble just outside the other zone. She capitalizes on that opportunity with her speed. And this is a very strong shot. Again, you can see it caught in the back of the net. Audrey LeBlanc gets her 3rd goal of this hub. With a very short-lived 2-goal lead as Babineau fires that home to bring things within 1. So we'll walk into the second half 3-2 for the Atlantic Attack. Again, this is the first time these two teams have seen each other. The Turbos hunting for the second win of the season. Atlantic Attack looking to come out with 2 wins, at least 3, hoping for the third win to take home back east as they finish off their 4th game today. We'll be back with you with the action after these messages.
They're just superhumans, and they come from a humble background.
Seeing my sisters make big teams, it made me realize, even though we're from this little province, you can make your dreams come true if you work hard.
They just love the game so much.
8 seconds remaining. Snowden with a shot.
This past season, the 2 of them scored 97 and 96 points each. That's in 24 games.
My earliest memory of Ringette is my dad making an outdoor rink in the backyard.
Our older sisters did not go easy on us. There was no mercy in our family.
She knows what I'm capable of. I know what she's capable of.
So they've always been really close. Moncton sisters ready to take on Ringette World.
All right, in. This is the game we came here to play, guys.
They said that if she got another concussion, she'd never be able to play Ringette again.
Oh, nice break. I'm always scared they're gonna get hurt.
When we first started the Atlantic Attack, we were at the bottom of the barrel. Now we can actually compete.
People sacrifice a lot for the sport.
I am just realizing now everything that they had to go through in order for us to just play a simple game.
I love you!
It's always been about togetherness.
You said it once and you said it before, that them Snowdens are not too bad Ringette players.
All very, very good players. All spend a lot of time at the rink. I know that these younger girls have spent a lot of time watching their older sisters play, and it's fun to watch.
Back at the half here in Burlington, Ontario, the last game of the Turbos Hub, we have a player interview. Sophie Daigle, goaltender for the Cambridge Turbos, at ice level with Gerald.
Hi there, my name's Gerald. Today I have Sophie Daigle here on the Cambridge Turbos. And Sophie, where are you from?
I'm from Dieppe, New Brunswick.
Wow, Dieppe, I think I know that name. I thought Mark Beal and I were doing commentary yesterday. How do you know Mark?
He coached me for a couple of years, so that's how I know him.
Fantastic. And the next Worlds are going to be where?
In my hometown, so that's exciting.
Dieppe, New Brunswick,
yeah.
Right? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what brought you into this tournament this weekend? What do you think?
I'm here for school, so I'm doing a sheet metal apprentice. So yeah, our home association's in Cambridge, so they couldn't get ice there, so that's why we're here in Burlington, but this is a great facility, so.
Wow, so you came from Dieppe and now you're going to school here,
yeah.
And you live in Cambridge and you're playing for the Cambridge Turbos.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Okay. And what thinking have you got for this game? Any thoughts?
Sorry?
Any thoughts about this game?
Well, I know these girls very, very well. I played with them last year, so it's great seeing everyone playing. So, yeah, it's a good time.
Fantastic. Well, good luck for the rest of the game, and good luck for the season all the way to the Nationals.
Thank you.
Back to Emily.
Thanks, Gerald. That was Sophie Daigle, goaltender for the Cambridge Turbos. Some of you might think to yourselves, I think I know that name. Well, if you tuned into the Worlds in Finland a few months ago, she was the main goaltender for the junior national team. Stood on her head. Did us all very proud. She's a very talented goaltender, and as you just heard, she's in school in the area. And this will be her second year playing in the National Ringette League. So I'm assuming a bigger Ringette career ahead of her. It's already very well accomplished. So exciting things to come, both in this game as we head into the second half for you, but also just thinking forward to the future of Ringette. So thank you for joining us. Continue to tune in. We still have halfway to go on this final game of the Turbos Hub. Stick with us. Welcome back, Ringette fans. We're at the half between the Cambridge Turbos and the Atlantic Attack. A big face-off. First time there's two teams are seeing each other this season. But one of the things we keep talking about, Gerald, across this entire hub is all the family connections. Now, we talk a lot about Brittany Snowden. She does have a sister. Many of us know Jenny Snowden as she's technically still on this roster, but expecting a baby soon. And obviously the Snowden family, if you've seen the Sisters of the Ring documentary, that one's a really good one, available on YouTube. I learned a lot from that, even though I grew up playing against the Snowden, so I know them quite well just from seeing their abilities on the ice and trying to thwart that myself. But a lot of family connections in Ringette, and we talked about a lot of the sister pairings and multi-generations, and
so
you've been a part of the game for a while.
I have a family connection here, but she's not here this weekend. But my niece is one of the assistant coaches of the Eastern Ontario team. Okay, and only found out this weekend when I'm researching all the coaches to do the coach interviews. There's my niece's name, Allison Maidley. I'm going like, wow, she didn't tell me she was on the bench. She does a lot of stuff for Ringette, where she lives in the Ottawa area. But I think she forgot to tell me that she was on this bench, because I was talking to Jessica Boisvert, who's her family's got lots of Ringette in the family. Both Dave and Vicky Mainwood are pioneers in the Gloucester area. And Vicky was an amazing player. Dave was an amazing referee. And they met, in Gloucester. And they got married, and they had two daughters, and both of them are heavily involved in Ringette also. Jessica's here coaching the Eastern Ontario team. But yeah, that's how I found out that Allison was on the bench. So I have a family connection.
Connection to
that.
And I have a connection to Gloucester. Every year, Calgary AA, we would make our trip down to the Gloucester area. We'd stay in Ottawa, and we'd play the Gloucester tournament. It did end up usually being a Calgary final.
Oh, okay.
So we came, all those many miles away to play a Calgary final. But I have a lot of fond memories being in Gloucester. And part of this whole hub, the purpose of these hubs is to determine standings for upcoming nationals, which are in the Ottawa region. They're actually in Ottawa again this year. They were last year.
That's correct. Ottawa's hosting again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
March 29th to April 4th. So these games are determining, as you can see, these standings. These are the East standings with Rivstead. They're not playing today. They've played enough games. Mission, the same thing. We're trying to just, across these hubs, all these teams play each other a number of times and get the same number of games, but sometimes they're in all the hubs, sometimes they're not. I mean, with Attack, they're playing 4 games. This is their 4th game this weekend.
Yes.
They're only playing 4 hubs. That's part of the whole scheduling. So you'll see Rivstead at the top. Montreal Mission, we're not seeing them in action this weekend, but again, you got Attack, Wildfire Fusion, the rebranded Nepean Ravens, now Eastern Ontario Capitals with your family connection, and the Turbos. So Turbos looking for their 2nd win of the season. Attack looking for their 9th win. They've kind of had a back and forth. Doing pretty well in this hub. 2 wins, 1 loss. So some mixed results here, but as we get closer and closer to nationals, this standings matters more and more as
Correct.
That determines the seed.
Because they make pools at the nationals, a top pool and a middle pool. So join
us again. We're almost back with the action. We'll have some second half for you. 3-2, Cambridge Turbos versus Atlantic Attack. Can the Turbos tie things up? We will see.
Yep, and I'm going to be traveling to the Ottawa Nationals. I've been invited to bring my history display. And I've got the history of Ringette, basically from the beginning. I've got the first rule book. I've got the actual minutes of when they created the game Ringette. I've got that. I got programs dating back to early 70s, okay, and all the way to the 2000s and plus. And I've got the rule books. I've got all the promo stuff that was done back then. So, I've got 1,000 pieces on this display. Anyways, there's 1,000 pieces. Pictures, buttons, programs.
Well, we love having the history, Gerald, and we'll be back with more history with wonderful Gerald. Gerald is going to give us a little bit more on that after these messages.
Super.
3-2 Atlantic Attack to Cambridge Turbos. We're here at the half. Myself, Emily Renneberg. But I'm here with a local historian who seems to know everything and anything you want to know about Ringette. So some context on that. Gerald's been around, you know, I'm not going to say necessarily how long. A few years.
A few years. That's all I'm going to say.
A few years. And local historian. He was just talking about some of the archival stuff that you have.
Yeah, so I've got a traveling display that I brought around. We created it for the 50th anniversary of Ringette back in 2013.
Yep.
And I changed the name to it once I added more stuff to it. There's a heritage display because it's got more than just history. It's got a whole bunch of stuff inside there. But so back in, believe the 70s, believe it or not, Bauer created the first female skate. Even though you think figure skates, okay, were done for girls, but they really weren't. It was more of a male foot, and they added figure skates to it. But for hockey skates or whatever at that time, they didn't have anything built for girls. So Bauer created the first skate, and it was called the Ringette Special.
I love that.
Yeah. And of course, they made it pink
for
girls.
Love that. Okay.
And so the girls were calling it Pink Panthers, you know. But anyways, I've got the skates on my display.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm looking forward to bringing that to Ottawa.
That's awesome. Listen, we're lucky to have people like you, Gerald, who have all of the history and experience to speak about in our wonderful game. 50 years in 2013. That feels like almost yesterday. I remember when we were celebrating that. But now we're squarely in 2026 as we've capped off the last game of the first hub.
63 years for Ringette.
This year, Attack 3-2. As Snowden comes in with speed already across the top, does the drop back. The shot there doesn't quite make
They're
it
trying
through.
to get that quick goal again.
The speed, yeah, that's their thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they like that quick goal at the beginning.
That play will get blown down.
They didn't do it in the morning game, but they did do it in this game right away at the start of the game. So.
Well, and I think if they score within the next 30 seconds on this one, I'll also give them credit for it.
100%, no question.
We'll see what happens now. Goalie LeBlanc. Drops it. Snowden. Up front to LeBlanc. Sneaky pass. With that fresh ice, just sends it all the way to the other end. And now fighting for it, Turbos seem to get a stick on it.
Oh, they got a good shot on that right away.
Tested early. I think everyone in that circumstance was a bit surprised at that outcome. So settling things down now is Martin. Martin shoots and
Jeez. Stick save. At the very last second.
Stretching herself out. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Tries to go low to Anderson. Attack had touched their creases on the delay, so that'll go back to the Turbos. They're looking to tie things up here. First goal came by McGillen in the first. Second goal came by Newbrand in the second quarter. Looking to get back into the groove of things as we start to settle into the second half here. Ransom almost getting pushed off that ring, but
those four inside. Yep, we could all see it from here.
They made eye contact, so they knew that they were going to eventually make the switch just then and there. I think it's just a bit too slow.
Yep. Couple steps out. That's all it takes.
Back at center. Ellenson tried to fire it through traffic there. Great holding the line from the Turbos. Part of their coverage strategy on that center ice free ring. Now just trying to get possession back as the Atlantic Attack takes this up to center to Pro. Pro stretches over to Dobbin. Dobbin decides not to go for the net, just straight on. Cuts out, turns around, 10 seconds on the shot clock, drops it back. Richard actually. Now to Beal. Beal over to Richard. Richard to Beal. Beal fakes it, cuts between the D.
Look at this.
Bouncing ring goes out.
It's in.
Buried by Richard on the rebound. That ring is sliding around this fresh ice. And the attack take advantage of that early here. Richard on the post.
Look at that pass right through the crease. Bang, in the net.
Extending all.
They love that pass through the crease.
All her body, yeah.
They use it a lot.
Richard extending the lead by 2. Turbo still looking to get that next one. We'll try to hold on here. Placing that down in the corner for Cormier. Checked off. Drop back. Dingwell now. Dingwell to Beal. Beal feels the heat, passes it off through the middle. Audrey LeBlanc. Back to Beal. Beal across the way to Richard. She was waiting in that post area again. Now LeBlanc. Beal. Time winding down. Comes across the top. Shoots. Goes wide. But she had an opening. The center was dragged out. Watching the ring. Creating some space up front. Just too high on the shot. Lodge. Spinning away from her check. Snowden steps into it. Causes the collision. Back to Snowden up front. Turns. Tries to get it to Gaudette.
We're off the defenseman's foot, so the goalie lost view of it for a second.
Anderson for the Turbos. Finds Martin. Martin with speed. Cuts in. Gets 2 sticks
Crease.
in her way.
She was in the crease. Yep.
Will walk into the crease.
Defense forced her in there, so that was a good idea.
Yeah, both sticks just came in and completely blocked that lane. But Martin had some speed. She's been hunting for something here. And Anderson checks off the ring from center ice, all by herself now. Snowden takes her down.
Nice lead pass from Snowden. Oh, look at this passing. Oh,
Gaudette over to LeBlanc.
They knew she was going to be there. It was a blind pass.
Gaudette, LeBlanc,
Just expected
Snowden
her
is
there.
a classic combination line here as they change to get Pro, Dobbin, and Dominic LeBlanc, 27 on this shift. Pro still looking. Pushed out wide. Does the back pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc step, shoots. Goes wide. No reset. And the ring will get stuck in her skate. You don't see that very often.
No, I know, yeah. It happens once in a while.
Not too often. I mean, you got to have a lot of force for that. The ring doesn't naturally fit in the hole in your skates. Ring's a bit bigger than that.
Because of the skate design, I think, too. So.
Yeah. Dominic LeBlanc with the shot. Faked the pass to Pro. No problem for Daigle. With some speed now. Richard using the support. Turbo's making it hard to get out of the zone.
Yeah, they're right on top of them.
Lodge fighting for that one with LeBlanc. As time winds down on the shot clock, now Turbo's picking things up. Long pass. Great call from McGillen to make it known that she was there. Back to McGillen. Bouncing Ringette. She gets pushed off that by Richard. She'll go to the box for that. Body contact, yeah.
Two penalties
and
were
a
on the
holding.
call. Two
Okay.
penalties. I think one each.
Yeah.
They were pushing each other, so.
So we'll go to 4-on-4 here. McGillen will go to the box. Both number 6s will go to the box. Richard and McGillen.
Over there's body contact. On that side was holding. Okay.
There you go. So that'll be Nicole Richard on attack. 2 minutes. And Caitlin McGillen, 2 minutes. 4-on-4 as we start in the turbo zone. Cycle moving. Richard back passing to Beal. Beal spinning away Wants to create some speed up top here. Passing it low. Cormier shovels that. Back to Beal. Beal backhand shot. Gets some power on it, but Daigle gets a pad. In the way, Richard now. Full shot clock.
Levin scored the last goal, and she's out in the ice.
Using the space. Getting a change here. She had been out for a little bit longer than I think she wanted to. Now with Beal. Beal's lost the ring in her skates, picks it back up. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Pro now has to get something.
She got this reset. Good.
Now she's chasing a reset. McGoldrick moving it up to La Liberté. McGoldrick. La Liberté. And that's checked off by an active stick. Great heads-up play there by Colette. But they trade some blows at the board, so Babineau. Babineau. She makes the change as we get Anderson on. Anderson shoots. Blocker save by Morin Dingwell. Skating things out of her zone. Seven seconds on both penalties remain. We're about to enter 5-on-5. As the play continues in neutral zone territory. This wanted the ring to carry just over that blue line. Not enough momentum, but that's okay because McGillen came out of the box. Started the play, moved it in, and shot, scored. Top shelf. McGillen out of the penalty box.
Look at that.
Hammers it home.
That's second for her
Big
this
smiles
game.
on that one. Just
Second
a beautiful play.
Yep. She's called Smiley. That's her nickname.
Awesome shot to bring this game just a little bit closer for the Turbos. McGillen with that one. That's 2 in this game. That'll be 4 goals or 5 goals on the season for her. And that's kind of impressive communication as well, because the box is all the way across from the bench, and normally you're asking your coach if they are going to put you out on the ice or not.
Yeah, well, she's the captain, so I'm guessing they wanted to have her on the ice, you know?
So she came out of the box, continued to
Especially
play.
if she sat for 2 minutes. You know, they need her back on the ice, right? So.
And she took full advantage of that.
Yeah. I do the same thing in my coaching. I said, you know, if somebody sits for a whole 2 minutes, they're going out to play. If there's a goal scored and they got maybe only serve 30 seconds, then maybe that's when I'll make my change. But otherwise, if they sat for 2 minutes, they're going out to play.
Play comes back for the attack. Turbos had it for a minute. The back and forth comes back. How many times can I say back? But the ring is in the zone. Attack with Pro behind the net. 10 seconds on the shot clock, starting to wind down. Dobbin comes in fresh from the bench. Sunseth makes the smart play, puts it into the zone. McGillen.
It's touched. Oh, I thought they were going to go get it. It was touched. That's on Rice.
Pro tried to find an option. McGillen with Ransom. Back to McGillen. Another high shot.
It was
looking
on target
for the crossbar.
Yeah, it was aiming another inch lower.
Should be happy with another goal.
Oh, yeah.
Still within 1. Turbos fighting for the ring back. Now at center with the support to McGillen. Down the boards.
Now she's coming off. Did her
Making
job.
The change, dropping it back to La Liberté. Long stretch pass to Babineau. Babineau has some traffic to face, tried to get it through the lanes. Buried by the sticks, so Richard now for the attack. Shovel pass to Beal. Beal pinned up on the boards, 2-on-1. An aggressive play there will force the ring back into the attack zone. Turbos happy with that one.
Yep.
A little bit of a hug from the dynamic duo that won that ring.
Yep. Because they worked together on it. Why not?
I have to say, I really like the look of these dark Turbos jerseys.
Yeah, they're nice, eh?
With the pants. It looks good.
They don't have the number in front, though. That's the only thing that's hard. It's hard to see the numbers, but otherwise.
Turbos struggling to get it over the line. Beal just muscling our way through that. Still holds on, so Moran will get that. With speed. Still at center, fighting for it. Back and forth. Turbos again. Trying to settle something here. Rolling ring goes to Gallant. Gallant trying to get it in the way. Babineau is in the way.
Oh, they're trying to pass over. It didn't work. Almost
Just outside the crease. Babineau will scoop that up. Use the available ice. Come up top. Cormier trying to determine if she wants to come off. Now she will. Down low to Martin. Martin getting the check from Snowden, who's supposed to be at the top of that triangle, but playing the aggressive center, going behind the net for the check. Passes from the ice.
And she got it out, too.
Wow, that's all the way down for Richard. Tries to get the bank pass, not enough on that. So Turbos will pick it up behind their net. Great stab. Moving it into the ice for Martin with some speed.
Big hook.
That'll get
Arms
a
in the air.
delayed call. Yep.
That's Brittany's third penalty for the game, I think.
Daigle will go to the bench. They'll have 4 in the zone, but now 6 on the ice. Turbos looking for something here as the aggressive center play from Snowden makes it challenging to pass. Now Martin up top shoots. Morin gets a piece of it. Or does she? No, there's no reset there. Now to Martin. Got to do it again. That's in!
Whoa.
Just before the reset. Martin on the backhand shot from up top.
And still a penalty.
Still getting the penalty on that, hey?
I think so. There must have been 2 penalties to get to have the penalty still on.
Nonetheless, Jenna Martin.
Oh yeah, that was a stick work there. And there must be another penalty. That could be the second penalty there.
Yep.
The second penalty's going in.
Jenna Martin ties things up here with 48.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Turbos showing signs of life here again.
Number is she? Oh, there she is, 97.
Now there's actually, I think they were just calling the penalty. There's still 5 on 5.
Oh, she was just signaling the penalty.
Just signaling the
She
penalty.
was signaling the penalty. That's what she was. Got it.
Assisted by number 8, Doris Yu, and 24, Maria Anderson.
I know they want us to, the referees to signal at the penalty box, but I didn't realize. But anyway, she signaled it also at the net, so that's what confused people.
There you go. Still 5 on 5, just over 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter with Dobbin. Now to Pro. Pro wants to have the lead back as time winds down in this quarter. Dominic LeBlanc looking, turning, cycling to Pro. Back to Dobbin. Dobbin with a big quick stab. Shoots from up top. Right into Daigle's crest. She'll toss it to McGillen. McGillen drop pass support on the flyby. At the center, bouncing ring, trying to find an owner before time expires, but we will enter the fourth quarter, 4-4, with Jenna Martin getting that late goal to tie things up here for the Turbos. The attack, that's the only team that's playing 4 games in this hub.
That's correct.
But it's been an exciting hub so far, obviously. I mean, teams are getting back into things, and We are very appreciative of being here in Burlington, Ontario with our hosts, Cambridge Turbos, closing out their own hub.
Yep.
Trying to sneak out a win here.
It's fantastic that they're closing it out too. So, and they're showing they're playing really well for this last game. Okay, we got replays. There's one.
There's Richard with the goal there. First of the third period.
And that was a big
Daigle
save.
standing strong.
Another one inside the net.
That was the rocket from McGillen.
Yeah.
Out. Similar angle on that one, actually.
Yeah. Similar angle
with
back.
Martin.
Yep.
Break time's over. Getting set. Turbos get the ring at the center for possession. They've obviously got a bit of a set play here. They've got one player behind the ring and two on the blue line just by the bench.
Let's see what this play
There are
looks
a lot
like.
of different strategies to playing this.
Driving toward the middle. If it does stay tied, we do go to a shootout in the overtime area.
This will be determined no matter what happens in the next 13 minutes.
Yep. This is our last quarter of 4 13s.
Lodge at center with the outlet. La Liberté up front, moves it over. And Babino.
Oh, look at that.
Almost had
right
enough
there.
of a rebound on that. And they'll get the possession back. Attack looked like they'd stepped into their crease just to make sure that that ring didn't remain a threat, which is, you got to make those calls.
Oh, 100%. You got to be there. You got to be there as a defenseman. You got to play that ring if it's close to that crease to get it out of there. And if you have to go in the crease, oh well, tough. But at least you didn't get a goal on it.
Martin got the tying goal here. On with Anderson, gets the pass, tries to get it across the ice. It's blocked off by Snowden's stick. She sneaks through to Gallant. Gallant, here's Snowden. She's streaking up, finding some space to drop that back as Martin settles back into that center position. She did a great job tagging Snowden to push her out of those lanes. 12 seconds on the shot clock, dropping it back for Snowden. Snowden wanting to cut through the center and D, but taking a bit of a different route now. Tries to get it up front, does. Gaudette shoots, scores. Well, basically from her knees. Yep. Pass from Snowden, cuts through the center. Just squeaks it past Daigle. Attack, again, up by 1. Not letting that one stay tied for very long.
18.
And I love the celebration. That's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
Very rewarding to score from your knees.
Gaudette.
Oh, Gaudette's also had a great hub weekend. Mostly gaining assists, so that's another one for goals, but obviously an all-around, well-rounded player on the offensive side. So attack now up by 1. Turbos need to tie it. Ransom. Tries to shoot through a clear channel created by that pick up front. Gets some stick traffic and Marin passes it out. Support. Takes it back to the neutral zone.
Oh.
LeBlanc was looking, flipped on that side, but not quite. Dobbin. Dying seconds here. Lodge steps up into that ring. Needs the pass. La Liberté. Over to Sunset, who called for it. Making herself known here as shot clock winds down. Gillen down low to La Liberté.
Off the glove of the goalie.
Great save from Morin. That'll keep possession with Turbos, though. Still, again, looking to tie things up. attack.
Good support pass by the defense.
Cormier to Beal. Beal's kept outside. Sees Snowden. Snowden stuck on the same side as LeBlanc, so waits that one out. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the reset off the post. And manages to steal the ring back. Snowden now. Long stretch pass over to Beal. Just a little bit too much of an angle, but Beal gets it. Faces the stick check. Transfers that over for the shift change is Snowden now. With the skate behind the net, now up front. Back pass. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Some pressure down low here. Daigle kept her eye open. Knew that Snowden was moving to that post shot. Anderson uses her support. Turbos not seeing anything in the zone. The attack kind of giving them some space in the neutral zone, but using that to thwart any opportunity in the offensive zone for passing. And that one will hit the netting. To Pro. Up ahead for Gaudette. Get to Dobbin. Martin using the support. McGillen has 2 on her, checked off. She's definitely a threat. They knew that.
Oh, yeah. You want to stay right on top.
Cormier is going to get called on that delay as Morin goes into the bench. Dominic LeBlanc settles things. Snowden on the ice with Pro. Snowden to Pro. Pro. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Need the reset. Back to Pro. Pro shoots in. Pro continues to push the lead. Now at 6 for the Atlantic Attack. Just on the delayed call here, they had 4 in the zone. Snowden and Pro were trading the passes back and forth.
Yeah.
That's another, I think the 3rd or 4th goal on Daigle from that exact angle.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what they're looking for.
Still sending somebody into the box.
Yeah, I think there were 2 calls on
Oh,
that.
there was 2. Okay, that would make sense.
So they're just trying to figure that out. Pro's had a very successful Turbos hub so far.
Here's the first one, I think, with the legs.
Yeah.
That's one up in the air. And then let's see if we can see the second one.
Well, there was a push on the Ringette line that might have been, I kind of thought that might have been the push.
They didn't show the second one. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I think there was the push on the Ringette line, and that was it.
Okay.
Can't say for sure, but again, Pro's had a very successful hub. That'll be her 5th goal of the hub. She's got 3 assists.
4 this morning.
Up several points today and tomorrow and yesterday. Richard now on the power play as the Turbos have 1 in the box. Beal got 2 on her, spins off. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Out wide. Gets a bit of a deflection on that shot, but the attack will maintain possession with Richard. Using the space with the back pass over to LeBlanc. Shoots high with some power. Audrey LeBlanc. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sees Snowden on the change. Snowden back over with the long, hard pass. Richard will step in from the defensive side as they were doing the change on the fly. Couldn't quite get the shot off just in time before the clock expired. 53 seconds remain.
Oh, jeez.
On the power play,
She was trying to get the support pass, but it was up in the air instead.
Turbos just couldn't get it out of their zone. Chloe LeBlanc gets taken out.
She hit her pretty hard. Yepper.
Body
Just
contact.
enough. She hit her just enough.
You know what time it is, Gerald? 3-on-2 time.
I know, your favorite time.
The best time. All the defense are at home.
With 6 minutes left, and the Turbos are having the Atlantic Attack has a 3-on-2 on them.
Well, Attack's been doing a very good job of maintaining their presence on the ice, and I think that was part of why that penalty was drawn, is that they needed to have the center and the defense collapse in to make sure that opportunity didn't convert to a goal. But unfortunately, that does now mean that
So they have 99 out, and they have Snowden out, their top 2 goal scorers.
Shot from the post, no problem for Daigle.
Yeah, she knocked the net right off, so they'll go for the whistle here.
But we've got Dominic LeBlanc, Miguel Pro, and Brittany Snowden, all top point getters on this team.
So Atlantic are not taking any chances. They want to put their best shooters out.
Another opportunity there. As
the ring's
Daigle
outside the
slides.
crease. Oh, look at that.
She wanted to make sure that was not going to sneak past her. She had a lot of power on that push. And the Attack will get to try this one again. 14 seconds remain on the 3-on-2. Shot there from Pro. Rebound. Enables Attack to regroup here. Down to Snowden. Snowden fakes it. Back to Pro. Down low to LeBlanc. She fans on it. The 3-on-2 is now over.
Someone snuck in.
Turbos killed it.
McGillen snuck in behind her and took it because the penalty was over. Ooh.
1:14 remains in the power play still. Attack looking to widen the lead. Still not comfortable with this 2-goal lead. It's not very much. So they want to stay on the pressure in the O-zone. Richard here. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sees the space, top corner, just off target. But she was in the right spot. She knew.
Hit that corner
crossbar.
So
drop back. Down low to LeBlanc,
the
who
one-timer.
fans on it. Frustrating, but she still gets the ring. 30 seconds remain on the power play. Down low again. Didn't want to fire that one. Goes high. Looking for the reset. But Sunseth will pick it up before that happens. Turbos at center. They need someone on the other side, but they're down a player for the next 7 seconds. Now with Lodge. Lodge facing some heat. Battle draw, delayed penalty as she gets tripped up into the boards. We were briefly at 5-on-5, but now
now we have a live penalty.
So Madison Gaudette will go to the penalty box.
And she got a goal earlier, so they're taking a goal.
And she's one of their their top point getters. So Turbos are going to love that she's locked up for a little bit, but just a little bit too much in the boards.
She pushed her down. Just a little bit too much of a push.
The Turbos have pulled their goaltender, Daigle, on the bench. 5 on the ice still, so they have that flexibility, but 4 in the zone now. 2 on Beal. Daigle deciding to skate back. She definitely saves it. She dives.
Wow.
Keeps this within 2.
She dove that. She dove for that one.
And the crowd goes wild.
Wow. Even I was jumping up and down on that one.
Always exciting. Here
No
at the National
question.
Ringette League. 10 seconds on the shot clock now.
You don't see that too often, I'll tell you.
Turbos still 4 in. Daigle back on the bench. 5 players out. Shoots. Gets the reset. Good close look. Bouncing ring just in the feet. Bit of a battle here out front.
They got to send 4 in, though. They can't just send 2 checkers. They got to send 4 checkers in.
Lodge needs
support
the support
pass. Oops. A little bit too deep.
Oh,
pass it back to the wrong team.
Drop back. Lands in enemy territory with Dobbin picking that up. Back to Pro. Pro getting pressure there. 38 seconds remain on the power play for the Turbos. Attack doing a good job of just maintaining this ring. That's going to be their job for the remainder of this period.
Just to make it skate it. Let's kill that clock. Just make the clock tick.
Martin. And a call from Lawrence. Just bounces off her skate.
By the way, Lorenz, we found out yesterday, is related to the Maple Leafs Lorenz that plays on the NHL team. We found out yesterday.
Professional athlete.
In the family.
In the family. Good genetics for the professional athletes. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Is Attack now killed the penalty and is trying to maintain control as best as possible, skating things out as Snowden tries to move it to Richard, to Pro. Needs the reset. Time expires. Ring will sit with Daigle. La Liberté to Cormier. Cormier with the cycle. Drops it back to La Liberté to Cormier. La Liberté, 4 in the zone. Daigle back on the bench, gets the shot on the tight angle. Not too much trouble for Morin. Just a minute and a half remaining in this game. Still some hope here for the Turbos. They just need to maintain possession and get some opportunities. Now Attack just needs to hold on to it, really. LeBlanc fakes it, goes for the skate instead as she needs to control it. Now checked off by the Turbos. Honestly, throwing on the brakes to make the smart play to Sunseth up the center of the ice. Sunseth in the zone to Cormier to Sunseth. Now to Snowden. Snowden wants the empty net goal. Does get it. Daigle doesn't get out in time. Snowden firing that right on target. It's not super easy to score an empty net goal in Ringette. And we have a really good example of how that is so challenging, especially with Sophie Daigle throwing herself in front of that empty net as she came off the box. Keeping this one within 2, but Brittany Snowden getting that 7th goal on the open net. There we go. So Turbos facing a little bit of adversity here. Not much left for them as the time winds down. Just over 35 seconds remain here. They'd like to get another goal just to say they could. Goalie's out of the net again, back to 4-on-3. Good way to practice that. Into the middle, shot from Sunseth goes wide. No reset on that play. Time will expire on the shot clock. Sending things back to Morin for the goalie toss behind the net. 2-on-1. Some heat on Gallant, but she'll toss it into the corner. And this pass sends it over to the Turbos with Babineau. Babineau to Martin. Martin couldn't handle it. No last opportunity there for the Turbos. This one ends 7-4. Attack. They'll be going home with this win. Last game of this hub. They'll be happy with that one. 2 wins, 2 losses in this hub for them. They played 4 games. Lots of energy on both sides. Turbo's still putting up a really good fight despite struggling a little bit in this season. Taking advantage of the fact that Attack's probably a bit tired. Landing at 2 a.m. yesterday and playing at 9 a.m. and then playing again at, I think it was 2 p.m. and then playing again this morning, and you just saw the last game of the hub. Attack closing it out with the win. Great offensive performances, particularly from Some of the names that you've definitely heard before. Snowden getting that second goal for the attack, basically giving them the go-ahead there. And Pro helping seal the deal in the fourth quarter. 7-4. Atlantic Attack to the Turbos. And again, a big thank you to the Turbos for hosting this hub. First one of the 2026 portion of the season. Still more hubs to come, but this is all building up to the 2026 Canadian Ringette Championships in Ottawa, March 29th to April 4th. If you're in the area, I know they're looking for volunteers, so if you're starting to think, what am I going to do with my end of March/April, maybe you could volunteer at the biggest gathering of national teams in Ottawa. And if you're looking to fill your Christmas list, didn't quite get all the Ringette merch you wanted from Santa, ringette.ca is the place to head to. And we're looking for an ice level interview, so stick with us. This one might not be fully over yet. But thank you for joining us across this week and for wherever you're tuning in Canada, across the world. Some great action in this game. Special shout out as well to those viewers coming in from the All Women Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for this feature hub in Burlington, Ontario. Atlantic Attack and Cambridge Turbos closing this one out. The Turbos putting up a fight despite having some challenges this season, showcasing some of that talent. But the offensive firepower of the attack, just too much for them today. Some great examples here in this one. There's more Ringette to come as well. Check out our feature hub coming up January 17th to 18th in Winnipeg, Manitoba, hosted by the Manitoba Herd. That'll be for our Western teams before they meet up in Ottawa for Nationals. So look forward to some more Ringette this January. I know January kind of sucks, so we're giving you things to look forward to. So just put those in your calendar, January 17th to 18th in Winnipeg. Keep an eye on Ringette Canada socials and socials of your favorite teams to check out the schedule on that one. Again, some highlights from this game that just closed off the Cambridge Turbos hub here in Burlington, Ontario, in the beautiful Greater Toronto area. It's been a pleasure bringing you the action. Thank you to ISI Live for all of their amazing talent, skill, and professionalism, bringing you this broadcast with all the different angles, all the different moments, and hopefully we'll close things off with an interview here, just trying to find if there's a player or a person available as we close this one off. And 7-4 for the Atlantic Attack. First period tied 1-1. Attack had a little bit more offensive power in that second, and then Turbos came back with some heat in the third. But the fourth quarter was all attack, taking this one by 3. One of the last goal being an empty net goal, despite Sophie Daigle's huge sprawling save just seconds before that. It looks like we're ready for your ice level interview to close things off today. Again, thanks for sticking with us. I'll send it down to Gerald.
Hi, everybody. This is Gerald Lamoureux, and today I've got Mark Beal, the coach of the Atlantic Attack. So give us your thoughts coming into this tournament this weekend.
Well, it was a very important hub for us. Of course, we're in a battle to stay in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference, so it was really important to get as many points out this weekend as we can, and the girls played great.
So you got 8 points this weekend, is that correct?
That's correct. We play 4-game hubs to reduce our travel, so we actually play an extra game than the other teams. So it does, it wears on you physically, but really proud of the girls. They did great this weekend.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, you played a fantastic game against right now, just also.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams are good. There is true parity. So you have to execute, you have to skate, and you have to do everything in your systems to try to achieve a win. And there's no easy games in the NRL.
Yeah, the game on the ice was different than if you look at the standings. I mean, this Cambridge team, they're good. But, they haven't won that many games, but they're still a good team.
Yeah, but they beat one of the top teams, I believe, in the the Eastern Conference, which is Waterloo. So you cannot take any team lightly. Again, there's quite a bit of parity.
And thanks yesterday, Mark, for being my commenting partner yesterday. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoyed to fill in. I love the sport and whatever I can do to support it.
Good luck the rest of the season, and we'll see you at Nationals.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
And back to Emily.
Thanks, Gerald. You guys got to hear from Mark Beal there. You may have recognized his voice. He was on the call in the last 2 games yesterday and was also on the call at Worlds, so some of you might recognize that voice. Again, closing out to the game against Atlantic Attack, 7-4, taking that win home with them, back east. The next time they'll play is at the February Hub in Gatineau, Feb 7th to 8th. But if you're looking for more Turbos action and you're in the area, their next game is January 24th versus the Waterloo Wildfire at Rim Park. So check those scores out locally, support the teams, and we'll see you at the next feature hub. Thanks very much. My name's Emily Renneberg. It's been a pleasure calling the games for you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.